I proclaimed martial law, and I sincerely believed that it was necessary to proclaim martial law to install order and stability because there was complete anarchy throughout the country.
Bakit?
Hindi naman kami nagsasalita kontra sa gobyerno. Kasi tuwa-tuwa pa kami na nagmasyado. Hindi naman na rin yung mga pinatay. Hindi naman basta pinapatay. Basta may regular, nahuli na pasulit na gumawa ulit ng kalit. Hindi na wala na tao. Pinaparinig, pinapatay na yung tapos yung mga masasamang loob na lugawa, mga magnanakaw, pinasalbitsyo. Hello? Alam mo yun si Kaale na yan? Ari na FPA yan. Sumuko lamang yan. Ha? Sumuko yan at may sakit na. Kaya sumuko yan. Kung ang kalaban ng gobyerno yan.
May curfew kas kayo and you could shoot overnight. Tahimik na tahimik nga yung mga kalye dahil wala mga taong meron eh.
So, mas
Well, iba naman ang experience ko ng mga shallow days dahil napakatahimik, napakalinis ng kalye. Everyone was behaved, walang jaywalking, walang mga nagtatapon ng basura sa kalye. Everyone was disciplined.
Maraming nagawa si Marcos na dapat siyang tularan dahil isa nga po siyang matalinong presidente.
Ito guys, isi-share ko po sa inyo yung mga nagawa ni dating Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos noong kanyang kapanahunan. Alam nyo ba na ayon sa naging resulta ng isang pandaigdigang survey noong 1995, itong si Pangulong Marcos o tinatawag nating Makoy ang pinakamagaling na naging Pangulo ng isang bansa sa buong mundo noong time na Pangulo pa po siya. Siya rin ang matalino, magaling magsalita at puno ng karisma. Yan ang nakita ng mga Pilipino sa kanya kung kaya't nanalo ito noong 1965 laban kay dating Pangulong Diosdado Macapagal. Sa kanyang unang SONA, inilatag niya ang kanyang mga plano upang iangat ang ekonomiya ng bansa. Naisaayos niya ang mga infrastruktura, kuryente, tubig, pagpapatatag ng sistema ng hadikatura ng mga sandatahang lakas, paglaban sa mga kriminalidad at korupsyon ang kanyang tinutukan nung kanyang kapanahunan. Naging maganda ang bunga ng plano niyang ito kung kaya't sa muli niyang pagtakbo noong pangalawang termino ay nanalo siyang muli. So si Marcos ang kauna-unang pangulo ng bansang Pilipinas na nakagawa ng kabutihan sa ating bansa. So kaya sa mga naging po ni President Ferdinand Marcos, yung mga bulag po na mga nagawa niya, ayan guys, sana nakita nyo po ang kanyang kagandahang nagawa sa ating bansang Pilipinas. Kaya ngayong halalan, ayan guys, bigyan nating muli ng pagkakataon ang Marcoses na lumaban bilang pagka-presidente para maging maayos ulit, maituloy ang maayos na pamumuhay ng mga Pilipino at ang maayos na bansang Pilipinas na dapat ay ituloy niya na sa ginawa ni President Duterte. So ayan guys, bigyan natin muli ng pagkakataon ang kanyang anak na si Bongbong Marcos.
You know, when I proclaimed martial law, I didn't proclaim martial law alone. It is made to appear as if I just signed the decree and said, I impose martial law on each and every one of you. No. I asked the legislature to please pass a law proclaiming martial law because there was anarchy in the country. Now, let me say this. The opposition was strong. And they were members of the Security Council, and somehow they adopted the resolution which required that there be a unanimous vote for the armed forces to be able to move. And therefore, the armed forces was immobilized. At the same time, I asked the opposition party to come and join me in a coalition government. I offered one half of the cabinet. And of course, they laughed at me and said, "Why should we join you? We're going to take over the government. By the time you are through with the exercise, you're dead, politically and otherwise." So, and they refused to join me. I asked the advice of the judiciary. I asked the Supreme Court justices, the Court of Appeals justices, and the members of the private sector. And all of them told me there's only one man who can proclaim martial law, and that is the president. And you are it. You are the only one who can proclaim martial law. This is why I must carry this particular mark in our history. I could not have transferred it to the legislature. Why? Because the legislature did not have the power. What does the Constitution provide? The President shall be the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, and he may order the armed forces out to quell any disorder, riot, rebellion, invasion, insurrection, and in case of invasion, insurrection, rebellion, or imminent danger thereof, when the public safety requires it, he may suspend the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus or proclaim martial law throughout the Philippines or any part thereof. What does that provision provide? It provides that only the President can proclaim martial law. I repeat, that is why I had to assume responsibility. And I am not one for shirking duty. The people said there was necessity for proclaiming martial law. And the people said, you are the only official who can proclaim martial law. So I proclaim martial law. And I sincerely believe that it was necessary to proclaim martial law to install order and stability because there was complete anarchy throughout the country. I proclaim martial law, and I sincerely believe that it was necessary to proclaim martial law to install order and stability because there was complete anarchy.